Hey guys, Austin here with the Friday Fitness. Are you struggling to reach your fitness goals this year? I know it's New Year's, it's 2020. People are on the hype train about getting fit and new nutrition plan, new workouts, but some people may be struggling, then this video is for you. So what we're gonna talk about today is what steps do you need to make to ensure that you can hit your goals successfully, all right? Because a lot of people put the effort in each and every year, and unfortunately they don't get the results they want, but it's not due to lack of effort. It's just due to the fact that they don't have the right plan set up for them, okay? So when you're designing your fitness plan, the first thing that you need to do is you need to figure out what your goals are. You can't just start the plan off with, hey, I'm gonna start working out and eating healthier this year. If you don't have a specific goal in mind, you have nothing specific to work towards, there are so many different directions you can take in terms of getting fit and getting healthy. You really wanna narrow it down and have specific goals. When you have a specific goal, that'll also build up some motivation, all right? And it'll build up some personal accountability. Number two, when you create a goal, you want to create a deadline to that goal. If you don't have, if I want to say, hey, I want to get in shape this year, but then if I go out and I eat a bunch of junk tonight, it's not really going to matter, right? Because I have all year. But if I say, hey, I want to get in great shape in the next 60 days, then what I eat tonight matters. So you want to create a deadline so that it creates some urgency and it forces you to really be proactive in pursuing that goal. All right, the next step that you want to do, once you have your goals laid out, once you have a deadline to hit those goals, you want to reverse engineer them. So if I want to lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks, I reverse engineer that. That means I need to lose 1 pound a week. All right, so now I have a big goal and I also have short-term goals. So I have something to hold me accountable for each week and I have something to look forward to each week. A lot of times what happens is people have such a big goal that it ends up becoming like a dark cloud over their head. They're like, man, I have 30 pounds to lose and I've been busting my butt and I've only lost 8 pounds so far. I have another 22 pounds to go. This is too hard. It's too exhausting. And then due to the fact that they've successfully lost 8 pounds, all of a sudden that is draining their motivation as to where it should be something that they're celebrating because they're in a better position than they were before they started, right? So you need to celebrate all of your small victories, but you need to have little goals leading up to that big goal so that you have things to drive you forward. It's just like school, right? You go to college to get a degree, but you have tests and exams along the way. Every test and exam is one step closer to that degree. If you get, 3 A's in a row on 3 different tests, you don't say, well, shit, I have 20 more tests I have to do before I get this degree. It's just too hard. No, you celebrate those A's. So it's got to be the same thing with your fitness, right? Have little goals that you can set up and that you can celebrate. Appreciate all victories regardless of how big or small. So once you have weekly goals set up, now you have a plan of action. Now it's like, okay, I need to lose 1 pound a week. What do I need to do every single day to lose that pound a week? Well, to get to your goal, number one, you need to know what your starting point is. That is the biggest mistake that people make, is they just jump right in, but they don't know what their starting point is. They don't want to track their calories starting out, so they just jump to a new nutrition plan. Guys, your body is a machine. It is used to getting a certain amount of calories every day, okay? If you make drastic changes, your body may not respond the way you want it to. So if you're eating 4,000 calories and you jump down to 2,000 calories just like that, that's too big of a jump. Your body is going to fight you on that, all right? And it's going to start pulling energy from other sources besides just body fat, like muscle tissue and different things like that. It's going to end up affecting your metabolism and your hormones. It's going to end up making you at some point crash because it's just too big of an adjustment too soon. So what you want to do is you want to figure out, and that can go on the opposite end as well. Believe it or not, nowadays a lot of the people that we're seeing are under-eating. So we have to prescribe them more calories. If you're eating 500 calories and I prescribe you 1,500 or 2,000, you can't just jump from 500 to 2,000 right away or you're going to gain weight. So you have to either slowly build up or you have to slowly build down to what your goal is. You make small little changes, you allow your body to adapt, you stay with those changes until your body hits a plateau, and then you make an adjustment. Stay with that adjustment until your body hits a plateau, then you make an adjustment. But if you've already made all the adjustments you can make at the very start of your fitness journey, when your body hits a plateau, you have nowhere else to go. All right, I know that may sound a little bit confusing, but that is like the biggest step I can give you is you have to know what your starting point is. You have to track your calories and see what your body is used to taking in. All right, you have to take before pictures of yourself. You are going to have small little changes happen every single day that you don't realize. When I went through my transformation, I started off really thin and I wanted to build a bunch of muscle. I remember looking in the mirror one day and I was like 8 months in and I was working my butt off. I changed my entire lifestyle And I was so frustrated that results were coming so slow. I was ready to give up. Honest to God, I was ready to give up. And I went in my bedroom and I was really mad at myself and just mad at fitness in general, the whole process, because I've been putting so much work in, but I felt like the results were coming so slow. And I was scrolling through my phone and I found an old picture of me from 8 months prior. I could not believe the transformation I had made. I didn't see it because I look at myself every day. I was pretty much at my goal that I wanted to be at, and I didn't even realize it because my weight hadn't fluctuated that much, but my whole body had changed. I look at myself every day. I didn't notice the small changes. You have to take before pictures. You cannot just be reliant on the scale, because a lot of times what's going to happen is you're going to be building muscle, you're going to be burning fat. There's going to be so many changes going on that your weight could fluctuate all over the place. That cannot be the driving factor, the only thing that you're looking at. It can be one form of measurement, but you also want to take pictures. You want to see how your clothes are fitting. You want to take measurements. You want to do a fitness test to see what your strength is like. You want to do a cardiovascular test to see what your endurance is like. This sounds like a lot of work, and it is a lot of work, but if you want to achieve big things, you have to put the work in. If you document all of this stuff in the beginning, you're going to be celebrating so many more victories along the way. My cardio just improved this much. My strength just improved this much. My pant size just went down this much. My arm measurement grew this much. The scale is down this much. This picture looks so much better. You're going to enjoy the process so much more. And enjoying the process ultimately is what keeps you going. It's what keeps you pushing each and every day. So the more victories that you can celebrate, the more chances of success that you're going to have, because every time you celebrate a victory, you're going to want to push even harder the next day. The people that don't take all these forms of measurements, they don't realize all the success that they're having. Those are the people that get discouraged, even though they're progressing, and then they ultimately quit, right? So you want to track all forms of measurement and celebrate each and every victory to help get you to the next step and help hold you personally accountable. From there, you want to figure out, okay, if this is my goal, what type of workouts do I need to be doing to hit my goal? If you want to lean way out, all right, you need to be burning a ton of calories during your workouts. If you want to build muscle, you need to not be focusing on cardio and be focusing on using really, really heavy weights and eating in excess of calories. All right, if you want to get more dexterity and more flexible, you need to focus on stretching and, opening up your joints and different things like that. There's so many different avenues that you can go to get in the best shape of your life, but you have to figure out what specific goals you want to achieve so that you know what type of program you should be doing, okay? After you've created your goals, you've created a deadline, you figured out what your starting point is, you know what your specific goals are, so you create a plan of action, you know what type of workouts you're going to do in the gym. That's a really good foundation to get you progressing and moving forward. And what you do is you track your progress every single week. What's going on with my weight? What's going on with the pictures? What's going on with my strength and endurance? And if after 2, 3, 4 weeks you're not making any changes, you know that plan is not working for you, so you need to make an adjustment. But if you just go in blind and you don't track or plug in any data, and you're not going to know if anything is changing, good luck. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to be diligent. I know it's a pain in the butt, and I'm not going to lie to you. There's plenty of times where I will start doing a workout program and I don't track this stuff, and then I always get mad at myself for not tracking ahead of time because I don't know how much progress I made. So it's mistakes all of us make, but I promise you, if you can correct those mistakes, your chances of success will exponentially grow, okay? I know it's a long video, I kind of jumped all over the place, but I gave you a pretty good foundation of what you need to do to start achieving your goals. If you guys need any help, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Austin at Afrani Fitness.